with every single one of my books, I've always done kind of a weird, cool, complimentary art show, which benefits a charity. So for Maxilla, the original Maxilla cover had this adorable kind of plush monster on the cover, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool, I want one. I was like, if I want one, other people will want one. And we set up this women's group in Montague to make them, and we raised 15,000 Rand for them. So 100 Rand of the 150 Rand price went to this women's group, which was really cool. And that kind of set a precedent. So with Sioux City, I decided to do it again, and we had an art show with 5 vinyl toy bears. They're about this big. And I got 6 different South African artists to customize them in some way inspired by Sioux City. They could do whatever they wanted, as long as they somehow kind of brought in some element of the book. And the results were so amazing and so beautiful, and we raised 18,000 Rand in an online auction for the Suitcase Project, which works with refugee kids in Hillbrow. And the book is set in Hillbrow, and it's about refugees, so it was this lovely kind of complementary project. And then with the Shiny Girls, I was like, okay, got to do it again. How am I going to figure it out this time? And I hooked up with a friend of mine, Jackie Lang, who is an amazing curator. She used to do pop-up art shows before pop-ups were a thing, back in the, I think, early 2000s. And she's been in London for a long time. She came back, and I was like, dude, I want to do a Shiny Girls charity art show, and I want to do it for Rape Crisis. Although the book doesn't deal with rape at all, Rape Crisis is one of the organizations which really deals with violence against women in this country, and they have an incredible reputation, and they do a lot of really important work. And they've lost a lot of their funding from international donors. So it made perfect sense, and I knew that we were going to have problems maybe with a sponsor, because the word rape is so, people don't want to, I don't want my brand associated with rape. But actually we had so many people come to the party, it was absolutely amazing. And Jackie came up with this brilliant idea to rip pages out of the book and send them to artists and ask them to decorate them in some way. To do an original art piece, and we were going to be completely democratic, and we were going to sell each piece for 1,000 Rand. So we had the Shiny Girls charity art show with 95 artworks customized by 67 different artists, and some major names. We had Conrad Boertes, we had Sapiro, we had Sindiso Nyona, Willeen LaRue did the most amazing lightbox. Just really, really cool, awesome stuff. From high artists to graphic designers to comic artists to jewelry makers. Ida Elsa made the most amazing kind of gold piece with skulls out of her page. And it was really inspiring and awesome. And everything was 1,000 Rand. And we raised 95,000 Rand in 20 minutes. Because there was a queue out the door since 3:30 in the afternoon. There was a 2-hour-long queue waiting to get in and just snap up these amazing artworks by these major artists. And it was completely awesome. It was amazing. And it's a small percentage of what Rape Crisis needs, but it just felt, you hope that your book will have an impact on people's minds, but it's really nice to have an impact in the real world as well.